Hi, this is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and this is at number 3 in my basic cooking lessons series. Today I'm going to show you how to fix corn on the cob. You've got to shuck your corn, you've got to get the silks off of it, and I'm sure that some of you don't know. So corn on the cob is one of our favorite meals. One of our favorite vegetables. So I'm going to show you what to do with this. Kroger had their corn 3 for 99 cents. So I got 6 ears. I've got my pan that I'm going to cook it on here. But as I shuck it and get the silks off, I'm going to put it in the pan, and then I'll have to go over to the sink and show you what to do to get the silks off of it or whatever. But the first thing that I'm going to do is I always start off by taking the first little bit off of the I don't know what it's called, the shuck, I guess. I take the first little bit off and get that, and usually once you get down into that, getting that first layer off, you've got we'll call it the tail, the tail of it, and I'll break that, and then pull the rest of it off, and it just seems to come off so much easier if you do it like this. And like I said, I love fresh corn. This is sweet corn, and it's really easy to get all this off. The one thing about it is you want to get all of these silks off. You don't want to have to be eating those and pulling them out of your teeth. So what you do is you get a handful at the top, pull it off, get as many off as you can. And like I told y'all in one of my other videos, I always cut the top of my corn on the cob off, because I know that I've seen in the summertime when I go get fresh corn or whatever, I've seen the little worms be in this top right here, and I really am not into eating worms. So there's the first ear, and you can see most of the silks are off of it. There's still a few, but when I clean this up, they'll come off. Alright, so let's go to another one. Alright, so get the first little few of the shuck off. And see, then you down to the tail. And I just break that off, and then come up here, and the rest of it just really comes off pretty easy. Once you start, grab hold of it, grab hold of the top like that, and get the silks, as many of the silks and stuff as you can get off at the top. Cut that top end off. Alright, so I'm going to do, looks like, I think y'all should be able to learn how to do it from those 2 that I did. I will go on and just show you one more time. Get the outer first layers of the shuck off. Then you have the tail, and you just break it off. And then you can see it gets thinner right there. So you grab hold of it at the top, get the silks, pull that all the way down, and then once you've got that, all you have to do is just pull the rest of it off. And pretty much all your silks will come off, but I still want to wash it and make sure that all of them are off that I can get off. See, there's right many left on this one. And like I said, cut off the very tip of it. And I have a brush over at the kitchen that I will use to wash these and get the silks off of them. And when I get to that point, I'll bring you back and show you what to do. Okay, I'm back. You can see I've got this in the pot with cold water. And I have a little brush here. I said the other day I made baked potatoes in the crock pot the other day, and I said I didn't use this brush for anything but baked potatoes, but excuse me, I was wrong. I do use this brush to get the silks off of my corn on the cobs. So I just take this, I wash each of these ears of corn off, try to get every one of the silks off, because I can't stand to get those caught in my teeth. Just wash them up and down, go up and down like this with your brush, and that will get the silks off. And you can see they look awesome. I can't wait to eat these. I love corn on the cob. Just go up and down with your little brush, and that'll get all the silks off of them. I know this isn't Virginia grown corn. This is just corn that I got at Kroger's. But I still love fresh corn. I can't wait until a little later on we start having the Silver Queen around here. My daughter absolutely loves that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I've got all these have been cleaned, and I've got all the silks off of them. So I'm going to fill up my pan, get it started, and I'll bring you back then. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I've got the ears of corn in my pot. I've got it on my New Wave induction cooktop. I'm going to cook it on that. So I'm going to start it out on sear, which is boil. I'm going to bring it up to a boil. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of Bluebonnet margarine. You can use butter if you want to. I just do not like butter. And I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in here of that. This is something, you don't have to do this when you cook your corn, but I always do. I don't know why. I just guess I'm doing what my grandma did. And now I'm going to put salt. You want the salt to get in on the corn and down into it, and because I just don't like corn without salt. I don't know very many people that do. You gotta have salt and pepper on your corn. Well, maybe not pepper. A lot of people don't like pepper on it, but we do. So, alright, so this is I'm gonna let this come up to a boil, and then once it starts boiling, I'll cut it down and let it cook for about 10 minutes. You don't have to cook corn very long. Corn just is, it's going to be tender. I mean, I've seen people take bites of it off of when it comes right out of the farm, right off of the stalk of corn or whatever. I've seen people take bites of it then and eat it. You don't have to cook it very long when you're making corn on the cob. So, like I said, I'm going to let this come up to a boil, and when it does, I'll bring you back. Okay, you can see that the corn is boiling, so I'm going to set my timer on my microwave for 10 minutes, and I'm going to just let this, I'm not going to touch it, I'm just going to let this boil for 10 minutes, and there's other ways that you can do this. You could also let it boil for 5 minutes, take it off the heat, put a lid on it, and let it sit for 5 more minutes. There's so much that you can do with corn on the cob. You can use your grill, if you have an outside grill or an inside grill. You can put your corn on that, let it start roasting and get a little char on it, and then start rubbing barbecue sauce and that you've heated up with a little margarine, rubbing that on it and basting it all the way around until it's done. That is delicious. You can do it on your grill just like that, grill outside. You can do it just like that on a barbecue grill, gas grill, the electric grill, whatever you've got. You can do so many things with corn on the cob. And some people might like to cut it off of the cob once it's done. I don't. I will sit there and eat my corn like a typewriter. Go from one side to the other side. One side to the other side. It is so good. I love corn on the cob. But this has been, it's up to a boil now. Got 8 more minutes on it. And I'll bring you back when it's done and show you what I do. Okay, I'm back. It's done. It's been cooking for 10 minutes. And I'm going to show you, I know this might not be the best way to do it, but this is how we did it when I was growing up. I had that stick of butter, or margarine, the Blue Bonnet margarine, and we would just put our corn on the stick of butter, margarine. I'm always going to call margarine butter if y'all don't know that, but I don't like butter, so it's margarine. But I'll say butter, and you'll hear me say it a lot. And we just take the corn and rub it all around in the margarine. Get the margarine all on it, melted. Oh, it looks so good. So good. Then we pass it on to the next person that's going to put their margarine on there. Then we'll turn it around, put salt all on it, pepper. Oh, my pepper's not coming out. Roll it all around in your salt and pepper on your plate. Then you just lift it up. And I've got the little corn things that you can put in your corn to hold them. But I didn't get them out. I'm just going to take a bite of this. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, here we go. It is so sweet. It is so good. Like I said, You can do this in a pot like this one. You can do it on your grill. You can even roast it in your oven. And you can put whatever spices you want to put on there. The barbecue sauce. You can put whatever you want to on there. This is awesome. I did want to show you how to cook the corn, how to shuck the corn, get it ready to eat. I hope you like this recipe. I hope you can find a way to get your corn on the cob. And if you wanted to cut it off of the cob, you can take your knife and just get you a steak knife or a paring knife and just cut it off and do it like that. But I like it on the cob. So if you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.